What's up, Utah Warriors fans? Jerem Jordan here, host of the Utah Warriors podcast, the Warriors Cast, and play-by-play for the team. Excited to have you here on a live edition and IG live chat. We're going to chat with Elijah Hayes, one of the 4 draft picks that the Utah Warriors selected last week. Excited to chat with him in just a minute. And in fact, here he is. He's ready to go. Let's jump right into it. Hayes, the 19th pick in the draft. He's a prop. We will get to know him later on in the day, 5 Mountain Time. I'll chat with John Powers as well. And there he is. There's the man, Elijah Hayes. Elijah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Welcome to the Utah Warriors officially with the 19th pick. We're going to get to know you through this. If you have a question for Elijah, fire away. I'll get to those as much as I can in this, and we'll get to know you. So first off, what was it like to be drafted in the first collegiate Major League Rugby draft?
It was pretty exciting. It felt like unreal because I didn't really think I was going to get drafted, so I was pretty happy when I found out and I got the call.
So did you get the call and then you saw on the broadcast like we've seen in the NBA and NFL drafts kind of deal?
Yeah, it was kind of like that, yeah. It was pretty exciting.
Who called you? Was it Brandon Sparks or Kimball Kerr?
Yeah. Yes, sir. It was Brandon Sparks.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So you said you didn't expect to be drafted. So I guess what were you hoping out of the experience? And how do you feel now that you were drafted?
I was hoping just to possibly get picked up by a team and continue to play rugby. But now that I got drafted, I'm like really happy and I can't wait to get out there and play.
It's good to be wanted, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the Utah Warriors, one of the first teams in the league. We're going to go into year 4 here next year. And obviously we're a ways out from the season, but this is a situation where, there's fall training camp and then the season's in the spring. But I guess how have you tried to manage life through this pandemic as I imagine your own season at ICC, which we'll talk about in a second, was probably canceled as well in the spring, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Have you managed trying to keep the itch athletically and stay in shape during all this?
I just try to work out as much as possible just to keep busy because I don't like sitting down and not doing anything. So I just try to, be active so I can keep up my fitness.
That's awesome. One of your, at least the picture that the Warriors put out, the guns are big, man. You're a strong dude. Give us the sense of, I guess, your strength and how you use that effectively as a prop.
I just try to use my strength as much as possible in the scrums and when breakdown in the ruck. So, I get just try to be a big presence on the field and try to do my best. In
your highlight reel on YouTube, you're pretty adept at running with the ball. You don't look like the traditional prop, right? Do you like running with the ball in hand there?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I never really got the chance to do that before, so when I get it, it's just it's really fun. It's a field day for me. Yeah,
and that's the major difference between rugby and football, right? You would have offensive linemen with the ball. So give us a little bit of a sense of that because you did play some college football.
Yes, sir. I was playing at Southeastern Louisiana University for 1 season, and then after that I just decided to leave because I didn't enjoy playing football.
So you played offensive line?
Yes, sir. I played right guard.
Right guard. Gotcha. And so that kind of translates into prop a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of where you are in the field and what you're doing a little bit. How have you seen it maybe be similar, and how's it different?
I guess the different between two sports playing is like in rugby, there's no stopping. Compared to football, you get a few second breaks every now and again. And then I guess playing is just you have to stay low playing football, and then in scrums you gotta stay nice and low. You can't be too high. Can't be too high in the rucks or you're gonna get blown out. So it's kind of the same.
We're talking with Elijah Hayes, the 19th pick in the Major League Rugby draft, one of the newest Utah Warriors. Stoked to have you. When did you start playing rugby?
It was my senior year of high school in the spring.
And this question's from Reese.Smithy, by the way. If you have a question for Elijah, go ahead and throw it in here. So your senior year of high school, did your high school have a team? Was there a friend that got you involved?
Actually, I have a friend who played for this high school club team not too far from where I lived at. And he said, if you're not doing anything, you might want to just come down and check it out. And then I went practice, and I just kept on playing.
I love this story. I mean, it's almost romantic, right? You see rugby and you just fall in love with it, right? What is it about it that intrigued you initially?
just being able to run with the ball. I never really got that, so like I was like I kind of want to do that and see what it feels like.
That's enough, right? Just that part was enough. Do you
Most
like
definitely.
tackling? I mean, you were no lineman. You were
Hmm.
pancaking guys, but do you like the
Yeah.
tackling element as well?
Yeah, tackling is fun. I like to put the hurt on people. It's all the same to me. I like contact all day, so I mean it's not a problem.
That's the point of lifting all those weights, right?
Most
Come on,
definitely.
let's go. At Gus Okel says, "Hey Reese." Yeah, he says, "Hey Reese" to one of his friends. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Reese says, "Can I have all the team stashed, please?" Yeah, we'll look into that. We'll look into that. If you have a question, continue weighing in. So let's see if I have this right. 6'3", 280, 21 years old.
Yes,
Does that
sir.
sound right?
Hmm.
You started playing your senior year. You mentioned you played a little offensive line. So you end up transferring to ICC, Iowa
Hmm.
Community College.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about that transition from Louisiana to Iowa. And where are you from originally?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I was born there. Then when I was like around 2, we moved to Deschamps, Louisiana. But
And I guess what led you to end up at ICC, and was it to play rugby specifically?
yeah, I have a friend who was actually going there from my hometown, and I asked him to talk to Brent Nelson for me. And then after that, we got in contact. He gave me like a little scholarship, and I was on my way to Iowa with me and my friend. And then I just stayed and kept on playing.
And you guys ended up being pretty good, right? I think in the fall you won the D1 AA National Championship.
Yes, sir.
What was that experience like, winning a title?
It was really exciting. Pretty nerve-wracking. They had a lot of times where it was pretty close, but it was a really fun experience with the team. Had a great time. It was an excellent atmosphere. Yeah, it was really fun.
If you're going to play, you got to win, right?
Yes, sir.
You won a championship. Winners are always awesome. At Steph Mazel says, "Do you have a favorite coach?"
Coach Mizell.
Mizell, there you go.
Mm.
Absolutely. Madison Matthew asks, "What are you most looking forward to about playing with the Warriors?"
Um, Probably just to see what it's like to be in the pro atmosphere. I never experienced that, and it's something gonna be completely new. So I'm just looking forward for all the experience.
It's going to be awesome. It's the Warriors are one of the most attended teams in Major League Rugby. The development program is among the best, if not the best. The coaching staff's incredible, led by Coach Chris Latham and that staff. You're going to love it. You're going to
Hmm.
love it. It's going to be awesome.
Most definitely.
What was the pre-draft process like? You mentioned you didn't expect to be drafted, so this was the first time for Major League Rugby doing a collegiate draft. So what
Hmm.
was this experience like for you?
It was pretty nice to see what the teams had to offer. What could have possibly have been with other teams, and it was good to hear that people were interested in me and were willing to take a shot with me, and it was a great time.
In terms of location, so you're from Georgia. You
Hmm.
went to Louisiana to play some college football. You went to Iowa, so perhaps you're not uncomfortable moving around. But have you been to Utah? Look at the mountains, man. It's nice.
Hmm. No, I have not been to Utah before, but I've seen pictures and it looks really nice with the mountains.
It is very nice. I think you're going to like it as well. Okay, let's talk about a little bit more about your playing style. So obviously, you come in as a prop. How would you describe the way you play rugby?
I say I play rugby pretty explosive with a pretty physical aspect, a strong aspect of wanting to just to win. I just try to be the fastest guy out there, the fastest big man. Try to be the strongest guy out there, and just enforce my will on other players to hopefully try to win.
Being the strongest and the fastest is certainly a challenge. It feels like you could do one really well. So how do you focus on trying to be both strong and fast? Because obviously in rugby, fitness is a huge deal.
Well, at practices, I was always make sure to sprint like wherever I went. When we're doing team practice, just make sure I'm just always on the move, like try not to walk as much as possible, just always going. And then the strength aspect, I had a great strength coach at Iowa Central. He got us pretty big out there, and we're working out pretty hard. And it's pretty intense. So that's what helped me out.
Today we're chatting with Elijah Hayes, the 19th pick in the Major League Rugby draft, a new Utah Warrior. Hugo Minar _II asked, how did the phone call happen for being selected?
Like right when they called my name, I got the call, and he was like, "Congrats!" I was just telling him like, "Thank you for the opportunity." He was asking me how it felt. I just told him it felt unreal, but I was pretty happy to get drafted.
Now, did you have Brandon Sparks' number in your phone, or is it a random number from area code that you don't know?
No, I had his number in my phone
Okay,
before.
so
Yeah.
you knew it was him. So
Yeah.
when you see Brandon Sparks, the director of operations for the Warriors, are you like, oh, I'm getting drafted? Are you thinking that immediately?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, I was happy. It's pretty happy.
I've always wondered in that moment if you have to tell your friends, don't call me during the draft because I may get a call that I need to pick up, right? Did you have to tell anybody, hey, leave me alone, don't call?
No, I had to tell anyone that, but but during the draft, I was actually thinking about that happening. So I was hoping that no one would call me.
Your mom's calling. Mom's now's not the time.
Yeah.
Drafted. Hold on a minute. What are you? What are you pursuing in a career for work right now as you try to make rugby your full-time career?
I mean, right now I'm just working part-time job just at this warehouse, just getting some money. But I mean, as a career outside of rugby, I was hoping to possibly become a chiropractor. So hopefully that will happen in the near future.
Very nice. Were you going to school for that?
No, I was planning to go to school, but I took a break. But maybe if I get a chance to, I'll go back to school for it.
That's great. I've always appreciated the hustle of a new league, a rising league, that some of these guys, this is their full-time gig, right? But a lot of these guys have to hustle like yourself. So I can respect that. That's awesome. Let's get to know you a little bit. What do you like to do off the field?
I like to hang out with my brother while he was here. Me and we play video games a lot, play basketball. I like to hang out with friends a lot, just go hang out, chill with them, and then just talk to my friends from Iowa Central that are across the country. So that's what I like to do, take care of my time.
Now, you have a famous brother. Are you referring to Kyle Edwards, the brother who's a running back at Alabama? Is that the guy?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Okay, that's big time, man. I mean, if he was playing anywhere, that'd be awesome. But he's
Yeah.
playing at Alabama, so how's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. He's adjusting to the college life. I told him ahead of time, watch out for certain stuff. You gotta be prepared. And he says it's hard. It's some hard work, but he said he likes it. He likes it there. It's a pretty good place.
That's awesome. So you're a couple years older, I guess.
Yeah, I'm about 3.5 years older than my brother.
3.5 years older. So have you let him know? Hey, I was first to become a pro player. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, he actually called me. Yeah, he called me right when it happened. He was like, "Yo, it's so excited you got drafted." He was very screaming at it, and just very excited.
That's awesome. What was that maybe athletic relationship like with you guys as two guys that were playing football and now you've kind of migrated over to rugby?
I mean, me and him just me and him just work out together. We do the same stuff basically. Since I play rugby now, I'm able to keep up with him, do more stuff, more movement, because when I was playing football, it's bigger, so it's hard for me to do all the stuff he could do. But I try to help him out as much as possible with anything that he wants.
Hey, if this football thing doesn't work out, it could be a winger or something, a center.
Yeah, possibly.
Does he understand rugby? Have you taught him the rules?
I just taught him the basics, you gotta pass it backwards, go forwards, but he doesn't really. But I ended up talking about the in-depth stuff.
Yeah, he could learn later.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're chatting with Elijah Hayes of the Utah Warriors. A lot of comments, super supportive of you in here, which is fantastic. If you have a question for him, just let me know. Throw him in here. Let's see. At Coach Mizell, can you dunk a basketball?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it just depends on the day.
It sounds like there's a story there. Is there a story there?
I mean, it just depends if I'm, stretched out. If I'm tight, I'm probably not gonna be able to dunk it. But if I'm, nice and loose, then it might go in.
Okay, I never dunked, so I respect that. Okay, what are some of your hobbies?
Hobbies. I just like to read. Honestly, that's one of my things I like to do. I like to read good books. And I just like to. Honestly, recently I like to mow the lawn. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do. That's what I like doing. It's just nice, peaceful. The sun's out, so that's one of my favorite things recently.
Listen, I've got 2 kids. That's a sacred time. I'm throwing the headphones in, and I'm just me and that grass and trimming it. The whole thing. That's great. Let's see, married, kids?
Oh, no, I have no wife, no kids.
Okay, awesome. Let's see, what are some other random facts about you or history with you that would be interesting for people to know about from your life?
I mean, I guess when I tell people I used to like wrestle, like they think that's weird. I don't know. That's like one of the odd things. Because I mean, I just kind of tried out sports that I liked. I did track for a couple of years, and just football and rugby. And
What'd you do in track?
I did shot put in discus.
Gotcha. And then wrestling. Listen, this is all like prop type movements and musculature type things, right? Wrestling, there's a certain element of that translates to prop, offensive line. I think all of this led you to becoming a prop. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, possibly.
It feels like that because rugby kind of combines all these different ways that you would use those muscles and move. Listen, I think you found your one true love, which is rugby. So
yeah, I think I did too.
This is good. I think this is good. Again, chatting with Elijah Hayes here. So you said you're reading. Do you have any recommendations for some books that you've read before or recently that you think other people would like?
I mean, I think one of my favorites is like the Hunger Games series. I think that's like one of my top ones.
I've read those. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah. Other than that, I like just the mystery books, and like I don't really have like a certain type of this to try to read anything.
That's great. Yeah. Reading is super underrated. It just is. You learn new words, you learn new things. It's fantastic, right? That's awesome. I guess what's next for you in terms of where you go from here with the Utah Warriors?
Hopefully I get to go out there as soon as possible. I'm just waiting for the call for everything. So yeah, I'm just trying to get out there and just putting hard work, and hopefully soon.
Absolutely. Antelope Island Rugby asks, what would you do if your game is off at game time?
My game is off.
Like maybe you're not feeling it when the game starts, but how do you get into that game?
Usually, if I'm feeling off, like during a game where like during a break or anything, I would just try to talk to myself. Just talk to myself till everything's over. Like, all right, you just gotta keep working hard and things will work out by itself. That's what you should do to keep myself going.
Phil_Woody, who's your role model?
A role model? I say my mom because she's the hardest worker that I know. She does a lot for me and my brother. So yeah, that would be my role model.
What? How did she teach you a good work ethic? What did she do to show you that?
I seen her, struggle, and then I seen her, grind pretty hard and work, and like over these years, and she's done her best to do everything, keep a roof over her head, and I just seen her, just elevate in life, and it's pretty good to see that from her hard work.
Thank goodness for moms, man.
Thank
goodness for moms. That's great. I love that you love your mom. I love my mom too. My parents divorced when I was 11, and she just carried us. It was so awesome. Big Low 99. My guy's Big Smarty Pants Dean's List. Were you on the Dean's List?
My first year, I was at Central. I was.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. What else should people know about you?
I mean, I'm not too sure, honestly. Just a hardworking guy just ready to get out there. Just like to have a good time. So hopefully, it's a good time out there in Utah. Just looking forward for everything.
Okay, _3 words. Is that Kyle?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay, that's good. I thought that. So he said, "Mom's the best, strong woman." Absolutely. He said, "Ask him how much weight he lift. You'll be impressed."
All right. My back squat max is 600.
Woo!
My bench press max is 425. My power clean is 335, and deadlift is 585.
My goodness. When did you realize you were strong? Were you naturally strong? Did you have to create that strength? What's the story there?
I always knew I was stronger growing up because I was always bigger than like all the kids, and I always just picked up everything just for fun. But I didn't really realize how strong I was till I got into high school and we started to lift weights like seriously. I was like doing this crazy numbers.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Where do you feel like that strength translates the most in the game?
I feel like probably in scrums the most because you have to have a strong back, have to have a strong like just body period. You got to be stable. You got to like to hold your own weight, and that helps like a lot when you're in scrums and you try to win over the ball.
Do you have a preference of being a loose head or a tight head?
I prefer being a tight head, but I'd play loose head too if I had to.
Describe to us, weaker people like me, what it's like to be in the forward pack there in a scrum when you need to make a play and not only win the scrum, but you need to dominate, say near the try line.
I mean, it's pretty exciting. You get pumped up, you get pretty hyped. Then, you in the front row, y'all talk to each other, tell you gotta do this, you gotta pick it up. And we just get locked in, and then we just execute and try to get the ball.
Tell me the difference of feeling between playing right guard on the offensive line, where you are waiting for the snap, right, and then you have a job to do, whether it's run blocking or pass blocking, and when the scrum starts. What's that difference like?
The difference, I guess with football, you honestly don't really know what to expect. With like rugby, it's like more straightforward. But I feel like, I guess playing rugby, you have to just be stronger, be better than playing football. Cause I feel like you need more skills to play rugby than you do to play football.
Yeah, that versatility is always impressive by the players, and it's nonstop, man. It just keeps going. I love that. Yeah, Antelope Island Rugby. Forward is where the action is, and always. Yeah, I love that.
Definitely.
If you want to follow Elijah on Instagram, give him a follow. eHayes, HAYES _75. eHayes _75. Do you have good content? Are you good follow if people follow you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm one of those guys. I'm going to follow you, and we'll keep track. Well, anything else people should know about you in this chat? This is great to get to know you here.
No, I think I got everything that I like off my mind. So yeah.
He's a man who loves to mow a lawn, read a book. You might be a chiropractor. You may create chiropractic need for your opponents. I mean, you're strong. You want to be the fastest. Listen, I'm stoked. I know it's June, but can we play right now?
Yeah.
We're very excited to have you on the Utah Warriors, one of the draft picks. We are stoked. Kyle Edwards saying, thanks for interviewing my brother. Absolutely. My privilege, and hopefully the fans of the Utah Warriors and others enjoyed this. Elijah, we're really looking forward to you being on the team. Thanks for taking the time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, appreciate it. That is Elijah Hayes, and man, that was great. This dude's fast, he's strong, he's intellectual, he's on the dean's list. He's played a variety of sports. I mean, I consider me extremely impressed. Fantastic. Elijah Hayes, 19th pick. He's a prop. Very excited about him joining the Utah Warriors. A talented team that was making some real strides until COVID-19 ended the season. And we got a fantastic staff, fantastic group of veterans, fantastic group of developmental players. Then you start to add these amazing draft picks like Elijah Hayes and others. At 5 o'clock Mountain later today, I'm going to chat with John Powers, a draft pick out of Iona up in New York. Excited about him adding to an already talented group. So super stoked. A couple of announcements, if you will, a couple of promotions. High school rugby skills camps coming up. If you want to sign up for that, go to the warriorsrugby.com, June 22nd and 29th, July 13th and 27th in Midvale. 2021 season tickets are on sale. Let's go. You can put down your deposit and reserve your spot. Also, merch is available, including some old school bucket hats. Who doesn't want one of those? And just a reminder with the league, a couple teams have been added. Dallas and Los Angeles. Colorado has left the league, so 13 teams. 4 picks for the Warriors. Third pick, Derek Ellison out of St. Mary's. 7th pick, John Powers again. 5 o'clock, I'll chat with him out of Iona. 15th pick, Danny Giannoscoli out of Loyola, Maryland. And then we just chatted with Elijah Hayes. So fantastic stuff. Thanks for everyone who tuned in here. Thanks for your questions and comments. This was awesome. And we're super stoked to get rugby back at some point, right? They're figuring it out. Everyone else is going to figure it out so that we can have rugby later, which is going to be awesome. So that'll do it for us. My name's Jerem Jordan. Thanks for tuning in to this IG Live interview with Elijah Hayes. And again, coming up at 5 Mountain, we will be back here with John Powers out of Iona. That's it for now.